Hey guys, since I love The Walking Dead so much, I thought I'd turn this channel into a bit of a discussion channel for The Walking Dead. I also thought it would be kind of cool to go back and discuss each season up until this season 8 premiere. So in this little video I'm going to be discussing what I really liked and what I might not have liked in season 1. Funny enough, the pilot episode for season 1 isn't the first episode I ever saw. It was actually episode 9 of season 6, and that got me hooked. And I'll discuss that more in the episode where I talk about season 6. But yeah, I didn't watch from the beginning. I only started about a year and a half, maybe over a year and a half ago. So when I watched it from like season 1 to season 6, all through. So season 1, I didn't start it when it first came out because I actually hated zombies. And I still don't like zombies. But the zombies in The Walking Dead are a little different for me. I don't know why. They don't scare me. I feel like it's like more of a realistic depiction of what zombies would be, so they're not as terrifying as other zombies in other movies. But the reason I basically didn't watch the series for the longest time was because it had zombies in it. I'm like, I don't like horror. I hate horror. I'm never gonna like it. I'm gonna hate the show, so I'm not gonna even bother. And then I started it and I was like, oh my god, I've been missing out. Because after watching the first season, I was like, I need more. I find the pilot episode was a little slow to start with, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it like the season, obviously, to see if I like it or not. And the second that Rick finds his family and comes back to that, I'm like, I'm invested. This is amazing. Because I'm like, how is he gonna find his family? He's never gonna find it. But he actually did, so that kind of got me hooked right there. As we were being introduced to more and more characters, I liked them all, really, except for one. And that is Andrea. And I don't know why I really don't like her. I was not invested in her story. I just thought she was bad. And I couldn't wait until she died. Thank God season 3 came around. I would have rather her die than Amy. But that's not what we got. So that's probably the only thing I really didn't like out of the whole series was Andrea. The thing I liked the most out of season 1 would probably be when they went to the CDC. I liked the whole thing up to that, but that was like the thing that I really was like, oh my god, they're finally safe. And then turns out they're not safe at all. So I really like to put myself in their shoes and think, what would I do in that situation? And honestly, like, I probably would have left like most of the group did. I wouldn't have stayed like Jackie or Andrea. I wish Andrea would have stayed, but whatever. Dale convinced her not to, and we're all like, Dale, just leave her alone. But nope, she had to go too. I just think that was a really cool thing for them to do, to like put them in a safe place and then all of a sudden it be like the most dangerous place for them to be at the moment. Like the walkers are safer than what they're gonna end up being in. So that was probably the best part of the season for me. And then I love when Carol's just like, I've got a grenade, we can get out of here. Because I'm like, hell yeah, Carol saves the day. Also, Carol is my favorite character ever. She's so amazing. And that goes back to season 6 where I first saw her and was like, I need to know her story. So then that was one of the reasons why I came back and watched from season 1 on. I was so sad to see that she was in an abusive relationship with Ed. Thank God Ed died. I was so happy when he got beat up because he shouldn't have hit Carol. We don't hit Carol. I love following her story. So when I first saw her, I was like, cool, this is where we are. How'd she get to season 6? Like, how did that Carol become that Carol? So it's fun to see her journey, and I'll definitely talk about her throughout the whole thing. As much as Merle was a bad guy, I felt so bad for him when he was stuck on that roof and they all left him and he was just like, I'm gonna die now. And then we find out that he actually escaped it by cutting off his hand. Cool. I was excited to potentially see Merle again. One thing that made me want to watch more was when Jenner took Rick aside and whispered something in his ear. I love when that happens because you're like, you're gonna find out, but what did he say? Those are a couple of my thoughts on season 1 of The Walking Dead. and I thought it was a perfect starter season. They only had 6 episodes, but it told the perfect story to get us all invested in this amazing show. In my next video, I'm going to be discussing Season 2 of The Walking Dead, and feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below on Season 1.